Then the old lady gave him a dictionary, so he could learn to read. He treasured it, but he was too old for it. But despite his efforts, his best learning days were behind him. The dictionary was too difficult and boring for him. It's just a bunch of subtitles with no feeling in them. Compared to the warmth of the old lady's reading, the dictionary was just a bunch of subtitles with no emotion, obscure and unfeeling. He gave the dictionary back to the old lady, and told him he didn't want to read anymore.
Ça fait du mal. C'était mieux avant, dans le flou, dans le simple.
Life for him was full of wretchedness and numbness. He couldn't see it before, but by reading it, it became clear. It became unbearable. Margaret was not dismayed by his inability to read and his boredom with reading. On the contrary, she patiently took out a well-chosen book of adventures, and read aloud the most interesting passages, and revived his interest in reading. At Margaret's house, through old photographs, he learned about the old lady's life. She was a teacher and spent almost her whole life in education. She had no children, but many students who were better than children. The day was reading aloud, and soon it was sunset. The old lady told him it might be difficult to read aloud to him in the future. She has cataracts and is losing her sight. The old woman smiled and said that soon she would be blind and need crutches. Though she smiled, David knew how devastating and lonely it would be for her to be unable to read anymore. He stayed up for several nights to make a beautiful crutch for Margaret.